Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is a 24-hour pick a card reading. We have 3 piles to choose from as usual, and there's a little bit of a theme, as you can probably tell, since we are approaching Halloween. So we have pile 1, which is the cute skull, pile 2 is the cute bat, and pile 3 is the cute pumpkin. More than one pile may have messages for you, so keep that in mind if you feel called to do so. And there is also an energy of surprise coming in within the next 24 hours for many of you who have been drawn to this reading. And there's also energy of delays coming to an end, and also something is coming to an end, okay? And I do have that for many of you. It's to do with the change of your environment. This can indicate a moving, okay? And also just being in a new environment, right? Doesn't have to be as uprooting as, you know, moving your home where you live. And certainly there's also energy here of some news connecting to stability, money and finances, okay? And this is a timeless reading, though of course the energy can at times be stronger close to the time that I post it, all right? And there is significance surrounding Friday, right, which we are approaching. So yeah, quite a lot of details coming up there already. I will get into the readings now. Okay, so I'll see you at yours. Hello, pile 1. You chose the cute skull. Welcome to your reading, the next 24 hours. Let's see the first card I have for you. Oh, we have the star. So it can be someone's birthday tomorrow, celebrating a milestone. Certainly where it's not specifically your birthday, but there is a celebration that's going to be happening for you, about you, and I do have that this is mostly you, since it's the first card that's come out, and the energy I get from it is like the main, you know, main character energy. You're going to be the center of attention within the next 24 hours. It's very positive, okay? And going back to this energy of, you know, birthday and celebrating you, there is a birthday wish here. Either you'll be making a birthday wish that will actually be manifesting for you, or there is a manifestation coming through that you have already made close to your birthday, on your birthday, okay? But this is about celebrating you, okay? Now the star also, it represents energy of healing. So there is some kind of, and I did mention very briefly in the channel messages, there is something coming to an end and delays being over. So this can be a delay being over regards to healing, okay? And also kind of overcoming, like the final, you know, the final step, let's say, when it comes to healing. All right, so very positive energy here for you, pile 1, within the next 24 hours. All right, and there's also one more element regards to this star. I'm seeing you receive some kind of a financial, there's 2 things, okay? Financial information that's going to change things for you, okay, financially speaking. And it doesn't necessarily mean that there is a struggle currently. It can be either or. I'm not being shown that. I just know it's life-changing. There's something here that will be life-changing. Now, there can be information in regards to that, right? Or this is also actually money coming to you, something that has also been delayed. We will see as we go through the reading if that's shown to us, okay? So yeah, it's like all your, how can I say, like a lot of your things are coming to you at once. At least you're going to see signs of that, right? Synchronicities as well within the next 24 hours. Yeah, I'm seeing numbers show up for you within the next 24 hours, which will be a sign that this is coming in. Keep in mind always, this can go beyond the 24 hours, right? Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I'm hearing downfall, so it's there's an energy, yeah. Okay, so pile 1, within the next 24 hours, there's also indication here of an energy, okay, which I am being more so drawn to. This is a person in the physical. They have not wanted you to change. They have not wanted to see change for you or see you move on, right? Hence this delay energy. There's a sense of someone who has tried to create delusion, a facade, I even hear like trickery to stop you from making certain changes and receiving them, right? I see this coming to light for you within the next 24 hours. And for many of you, this can be in the form of a download through your dream. It's coming through your senses for many of you. There is a small, not the strongest energy, where it will actually be in real time, as in something is going to happen, right? You'll be in the environment where this person is. This could be at a gathering that's happening in the next 24 hours, or simply you're just going to be in the environment where they are, right? The place where they are, and it's going to come out. This person, and I'm drawn to this skull actually, you know, the smiling skull. This person, they think that they're not seen, but actually, you know, when I think of the skull, it's as though you already have had certain indication of who they are, but there wasn't enough for you to make a final cut here, but there's going to be. And what I'm getting at is that, you know, when we get down to the bare bones of things, right? That's the phrase. Get, you know, the bare bones. That's all that person will have left, is like the bare bones. And they'll be seen for what they are, right? They can't hide. So within the next 24 hours, this is what's coming through, yeah. And actually, you know, you may spot skulls, you know, they could be in a painting, they could be, you just suddenly notice people who might have a tattoo of that, or this can actually connect to one of your deities, right? A god, a goddess that you work with, yeah. Okay, even a skull candle, right? So let's see, what else? Yeah, especially with the scythe coming out, it's like, you know. Okay, yeah, I feel like I've got this energy of just excited, like a, you know, like you're gonna have to kind of take a step back because there'll be a lot unfolding. Yeah, 7 can be significant, and the scythe does look like a number 7. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Got the moon. There's that illusion energy, or, you know, illusions, delusions coming to an end, to a close. The energy of the occult. Yeah, and home. Yeah, right, that's what I'm saying. So I touched on briefly the energy of this change energy, right, and things coming to an end, a delay, but certainly with the scythe, the moon, the home, that is change of home. Okay, and for some of you it's about the change of environment. You can be literally going right to someone's home. The moon also represents invitation energy, or vice versa. There is a get together here, which is for a nice celebration, right? Whether it's for the birthday or we can also separate those. This is just simply an invitation, going to a dinner, going to a hangout, but it's personal, it's close, it's a home, all right? Yes, to an extent, this can be a building for some, right? But for many of you, it's familiar when we have the home card coming out. And I have to say, for some of you, this could be last minute. You may decide to take up a last minute invitation. Someone can be offering you last minute, and also last minute birthday plans, right? You may decide to do something which you didn't expect to do, which connects to a wish as well. All right, let's get another card. Yeah. Yeah, and the moon is also about contracts, okay? So you can be ending a contract. This is in the material world as well, right? To make a new one, can connect to the home and also to your money matters, all right? Yeah, you can also be, you know, on, how can I say, like, you know, on the day-to-day level, daily living, it's just you get paid. It's payday, right? It's payday for you tomorrow. Yeah, yeah, certainly there's that confirmation of the move, being settled, and also stability here, right? And again, you know, this can be an ongoing energy. This is not just going to kind of be in 24 hours then stop. This is something, you know, these are quite major components, right, of your life. So this is an energy that's going to be continuing for some time, with the anchor coming out there, and that's confirmation of you know, money matters here, right? Like that stability, the regularity, the consistency. That's what the anchor also represents. And there is a spiritual energy here. Okay, so for some of you, you can be here practicing a certain type of prayer ritual within the next 24 hours as well, which is focusing on these matters, right? So also keep that in mind as well. I'm curious to pull this card. Yeah. So we got the mouse. Because some of you here can be specifically focusing on as well removing any new, nuances. That's not the word I'm looking for. Annoyances. Okay? And that does connect to this energy of someone being exposed, all right? Let's get one more. Yeah, the bear. So there's the bear with the contract, the moon rather, money, contracts, and also protection. So you can be putting something in place for protection within the next 24 hours. This can simply be as well just protecting your home, right? You're gonna, and this can also be the practicalities, right? You could be installing a new alarm here, right? There's taking care of the material world as well. Perhaps in your new place, where those of you are moving and that resonates with you, right? You're gonna be like, right, I need to make sure it's secure with the anchor. Like I need to make sure my door is secure, perhaps having an extra lock, all this kind of thing. So there's something about you taking care of that as well. And of course, from the spiritual aspect, yes, there's protection here. And also you are protected, but it's also to do with you protecting what's yours, okay? So perhaps the moon, with the moon energy being here, it's about keeping the good wins to yourself, right? Within the next 24 hours, there can be a test here, or someone is testing you as well. Especially when it comes to this kind of energy that's wanting you not to change and progress, all right? So kind of keep it on the low, keep it quiet, moving in silence, so to speak, on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, see, these opportunities are coming in. The letters. Yeah, so news, updates, quite a lot for you there, pal one. All right, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed that. And I'll see you very soon for another one, okay? Bye-bye for now. Hello pal 2, welcome to your reading. The next 24 hours, you chose the cute bat. Let's take a look at the first card I have for you, and we have the man. The energy I have right away is that there is a meeting here, an encounter. You can certainly be the man who is watching this reading, though for some reason I do have that this man is new, okay? There's something about newness here, new energy. Let's see a couple of more cards. Yeah, there's someone that's wanting to make a gesture. Of course, this can be you, the viewer, wanting to make a gesture, right? But there's newness here. Yeah, we've got the fish. So someone who has money is coming towards you with money. I won't say right off the bat right now that that it is romantic, but this could be representing a new boss. Perhaps you're going to be a boss to someone, right? You are blessing someone, you're gifting someone money within the next 24 hours. Though, as I say, it's as though there is someone coming towards you and they are new, right? And they're bringing you a new opportunity. So outside of money, right, it's also about opportunity here. And now I will say, with the fish being here and the man, this is also indicating that energy of, plenty of fish in the sea. So I do have that romantic energy is stepping in now. So some of you can be having a new encounter, right? A romantic one, that is. Going on a date. Yeah, because the stork on the bottom of the deck. There's like newness here, like, a birth of something new is occurring. So I will also say this as well, is that someone's business here is going to do pretty well within the next 24 hours. Something will be taken off, and you did choose the bat, bat's taking flight. And for some reason as well, it's as though this will happen overnight. It's during that period. You can be going to bed, you wake up in the morning and it's like, oh, I've sold like a bunch of XYZ. I've just had a bunch of people book with me, right? Something is going viral here. and you may not have the money right away, right? But it's coming in. That's what this energy is representing for you within the next 24 hours, and the stork being here, right? Yeah. And then we've got the book. I'm going to take it because that's representing the unknown. You don't see that yet, and you don't necessarily see this new person coming towards you. Okay, this can also be within the next 24 hours you're meeting them, and then there's going to be, you know, something unfolding romantically speaking, as in the date. The date might not be happening within the next 24 hours, just clarify that. Yeah, I'm hearing someone say, oh yeah, I just met them. There you go. So you could have just met them, right? You don't know them yet. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and a job opportunity that you're not fully aware of yet. Yeah. Okay, the thing is here as well, I have the energy of this man here, and he's very very direct, very to the point, very clear. And now when this is romantically speaking, this person is going to be quite, you know, how they speak is going to be clear to you, what they want, what their intention is. Now, whether that's aligned or not, you know, I will pull a card on that to clarify. But as I see it, this person is someone who's coming forward. They got a suit on, right? They want to present themselves well. They want to show you their best side. And this can also be you, the viewer, right? You want to show a potential romantic partner your best side. Stability, family, you know, this kind of thing. It's somebody who's wanting to create a life as well as literally create a life. We know that the stork can be pregnancy. But I like to see the moon come out with it as, you know, further confirmation. But it is, and also home, right? And they can literally be saying that, you know, I want to have this with you. I want to build a home. I want to do this. Yes, it's a charming energy. Okay, I'm not going to say it's something like love bombing. No. You know, you need to have the flirt, right? Otherwise, how are you going to enjoy it? So let's see. Yeah, but it's nice though. It's a fun energy. This person is direct, but they also know how to have fun. Yeah. The clouds are parting here. This is the silver lining card. So a couple of things about this. There's an energy here for you, pal, too, within the next 24 hours, you know, outside of romance and that, all of that. There's a sense of you also picking up on your luck is changing, right? Your luck is changing, your direction is changing for you. And you're going to see that kind of coming in within the next 24 hours. And it can be closer for some of you, it can be a little bit further away for others. Remember, you're on different parts of the timeline. Either way though, if you were drawn to this pile and it's resonating, this is for you. Your trajectory is changing, and it can also be that within the next 24 hours, you're deciding that too. You know, this is also a thinking card. Right? It's the sky, it's being in the mind, it's being up in the ethers, kind of being more connected to the above, right? Getting information, working with those energies, right? The energy of thought, you know, your intelligence, this kind of thing, the logic, right? And being like, okay, well, what do I want next? What's my next chapter? So there is a bit of a question mark that can be coming up for some of you, and there's this sense of you planning things here, or at least starting to play with the ideas of what can happen, what can be. All right, let's see. Yeah, we've got the snake, wisdom, key. Yeah, there's energy here as well of finding, reading some important knowledge within the next 24 hours. This could be you know, something educational. This can be something that is, even if it's for leisure, pleasure, it somehow holds some key information for you. And you can also be purchasing a new book. You know, you can be purchasing this new knowledge as well. Because I do have that for many of you, this book, it's not something you're just looking up online. It can even be similar to this, like it might have an old look to it. Perhaps you go into a thrift store within the next 24 hours, right? Because I just know that for some of you, this book is actually old. It might be passed down, or it's something that's a classic, whether it's educational, right? It's something that is spiritual, has a spiritual element to it, which it certainly will, with the key being there for many, and the snake. Okay, yeah, this could even be a new Bible here, or like an old one, right? It's new to you, but it's old. I do have that because I'm hearing Psalms, so somebody could work with Psalms in, you know, their spirituality, their workings, this kind of thing. Yeah. And you know, the thing is here as well, pal, too, you can also be having some type of worry ease here within the next 24 hours, okay? And it can be this knowledge that is helping you ease that kind of worry. Yeah. Right. Let's get a couple more cards. Yeah. And some of you here can also be making your own book. I want to say your own book of Psalms, but it's not that directly. It's almost as though you're making your own book of practices, or, you know, this could be a book of shadows. This could be your own secret book here that's hidden. So I do have that as well. You kind of perhaps have been sat on it, right? You've not had time to do it, but you're gonna pick it up in the next 24 hours and start doing it. Yeah, very spiritual pile here. And I have to say, pal, too, there's this element of you, yeah, look on the bottom of the deck, I've got the cross. So that's that confirmation of, you know, Bible energy. And I'm not gonna, you know, get into which kind of Bible right now, because I know there's probably ones I'm not even aware of. So I'm using that term, but it doesn't have to be in the way, okay, it's a Catholic Bible, it's a Christian Bible. No, it can be, but I just want to point that out. This can be something else. But yet this cross is significant in some way. But it doesn't just have the meaning that we may go to, right? Sometimes it's tricky to get around that with readings, because you want to keep your judgment out of it, right? Anyway, let me just, you know, refocus. Yeah. So with the tree coming out, right, the key, the snake, it's like and the cross on the bottom of the deck there, very spiritual energy. So something within the 24 hours as well here is also strengthening for you. This could be like a strengthening of your belief system, your faith. We kind of went from being quite in the material world there to up, you know, and outer. So I see that. And this can be because you, the viewer, you walk between both worlds, right? Many worlds here. So that's why the reading kind of, you know, went into different areas there, quite away from the material world. All right, or the physical. Okay, that was your reading, pal, too. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon for another one, okay? Bye-bye for now. Hello, pal 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the cute pumpkin. Let's see the first card I have for you. Oh, you have the sun. Okay, some nice happiness, some nice happy news here. I'm getting this happy news. For some, this is connecting to family. There is some happiness, happy news regards to family. Okay, let's see a little further here. And I do have that there is a celebration energy with Path 3 and the sun energy here. Okay, and there's also a connection to do with sun sign. So your sun sign is playing a role somehow here. Okay, let's see a little further. We have the ring. Oh, okay, we have a commitment energy, something that is long lasting. Wow, yeah, and the sun, long term. So this can be an announcement of an engagement here, okay, within a family. And this certainly can be you, pile 3. You will be announcing you're having a gathering that's about your engagement here. You're, you know, making a higher commitment. And I have to say that the energy, yes, it's positive, though I have that there is a very blessed energy, okay? And outside of that, this can also be new members coming into the family, so energy of a birth here. And I have the energy of, right? I do it that way. I say the energy of rather than, because I don't want to, you know, I know it's a sensitive subject, but there is energy of pregnancy here, which I normally look for my stork and the moon card, but it's interesting because the sun, the ring together, I'm getting pregnancy energy, right? New life. So it does seem to have an energy of all about family here. Right, let's see. That's for the next 24 hours for pile 3. You can actually be going to a pumpkin patch, right? You can be getting pumpkins within the next 24 hours, making pumpkin soup. Someone really loves pumpkins here. That's why you actually chose this pile. We've got the fox. Yeah, some of you here, you've been keeping things secret, but it's in a positive way. Again, positive energy. It's like a positive secret, so to speak, until the timing was right, or at least you felt. Regards to news here, right? The engagement, pregnancy, this can be both at the same time. And I am having that it's more so you, the viewer, here, but it can, of course, be a family. Yeah, you did it. Let me finish my sentence. It can be a family, someone you're very close to, right, who you'll be very, very happy for, becoming an aunt, an uncle, this kind of thing, right? With the Whip being here, there's a reasoning for you keeping things to yourself and according to a particular timing, at least what you think is a good timing and this kind of thing. Because this is quarrelsome energy, right? And beside the fox, there's something here to do with accepting, not accepting. This could be to do with, you know, families coming together, right? And I do hear family feud. So I have to say, with the sun being the first card that came out, there will be a shift there, okay? At least there'll be indication of that coming up within the next 24 hours. That actually, okay, let's just focus on the good. So I have to say here, pile 3, many of you can expect some kind of explanation and an apology from a particular family member, someone who you consider family. This can also be the situation here. And there is an apology coming. Yes, and an explanation. So for some of you, there could have been quite a bit of time. There could have been a no contact here regards to a family feud, and also this quarreling energy, disagreement. Yeah, you felt you couldn't trust someone. The fox is like looking, you know, it's like facing that way, as though you couldn't just always look forward when you were with a particular person or people, with family situations. And it doesn't even need to be your own. Of course, it can be the other side, your partner, etc. So, but I'm seeing you being able to relax, okay, and kind of see things for what they are. And again, this accepting, like acceptance. Okay, I'm just going to have to do what I need to do, right? My boundaries, etc. And focus on the good, focus on the positive. So, yeah. This positivity is also coming from you and your mindset, and you making choices to just put your boundaries down and do what you need to do for you. Yeah, absolutely. It's been a journey with the mountain being there. That's been quite an obstacle. Yeah. It's not something I'm seeing as to take lightly. No. I mean, that wasn't the energy initially, but I just mean this could have been something that's actually been ongoing for some time, but also, yes, there's an apology coming, but the energy, I'm not going to say that will be the end of it, or that, you know, that's it done with the mountain coming out. However, I'm picking up that you know that, You're not unaware of that. That's why there's this acceptance energy. Yeah. So also I have to say, where there are gatherings within the next 24 hours for you, pile 3, I'm seeing there be a surprise element to particular person, people showing up to what you had planned as well. I'm seeing this kind of be, oh, I didn't think you'd come. It's like this. So keep that in mind. Let's see what else here. I'm hearing car. Oh, and then we've got the love heart. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the thing is here, I've got my goosebumps. Pile 3, the person in your life, okay, they're not going anywhere. Neither are you. You will remain in your commitment. You will get to the next milestones, okay, no matter what other people have to say. And I have to say as well, with the mountain being here, this does connect to overseas, foreign lands. There's indication that you can be creating a distance. I mean, we're getting a bit further ahead now, you know. I'm trying to contain it to the 24 hours, but this could also be a thought that comes up for you, right? Like, you know, perhaps I'd like to move there. This will also come up for you within the next 24 hours, right? And not just because the distance from that, but also because you are on that path to living your dream, right, with your person and creating your life. So this, you know, in turn, it's come out as a very much so a family, you know, love reading here. You know, matters of the heart. It really is. Okay. And also touching back on the you know, overseas, foreign ties, this can literally be as well, you know, people coming from overseas within the next 24 hours. And it certainly can be you within the next 24 hours regards to a gathering, right? Even if it is to make your announcement, etc., you're doing it somewhere else to where you are within the next 24 hours, okay? You're in a different place to where you would be usually, right? Let's see, what else? Yeah. The garden, yes, this is yeah, so for some of you here, there's actually marriage. You're attending a marriage within the next 24 hours, and this marriage for some of you is in a different place. Strong indication it's overseas here. Doesn't have to necessarily be an hours away flight, but it's in a different country. Yeah, I hear like different island, so that can be significant as well. And also here, the gathering energy, this and the ring, the sun, the heart, this is for some of you a marriage, okay? You can literally be getting married tomorrow, the next 24 hours. Yeah, look, and the clover, very blessed, very blessed. So the thing is here, look at all the positive cards here. And not only that, but what I'm picking up when I'm piecing it together, right, it really is putting that at the back, right? This whip energy, the feud and all of this, it really is like in the background. It's not going to be dominating, right? It's not going to be taken over to the extent that it has done. And then we've got the start. Yeah, there's the pregnancy. See, it's like, there it is. Pregnancy energy. Right, let's get another card. And let's put the clover here. Yeah. Yeah, a trailer can be significant as well. For some reason, a trailer. Someone can own a trailer, or a father figure has a trailer. This could be someone in the family. A trailer. I'm just being given trailer. Yeah, silver lining card. Yeah. Yes, so this is like worries kind of, you know, getting into your mind and taking over. So you have to, well, you don't have to, right? Let me rephrase it. It can be beneficial for you to focus on what is going right. Again, it's being drawn back to that. So very much so here for you, pile 3, your mindset, because you do have very powerful thoughts, right? Your thoughts, you know, you may work with air energy. You can certainly be an air sign here, though you don't have to be. But, and you know, the sun energy of the sun, working with that energy here to manifest, especially with the clover being beside the clouds there, the silver lining cloud. All right, so keep doing that, keep doing what you're doing. That's just worry, just niggling worries that aren't gonna overshadow what it is that you're heading towards. Yeah, the fish was on the bottom of the deck there. Some of you are getting information about a payout here there's the energy of a payout, right? Within the next 24 hours. Yeah, this family feud could have been connected to payouts. The energy of payouts, energy of legalities here with this family feud, okay? Somebody wanted something that you're entitled to. Yeah, there's something, an update about that within the next 24 hours as well. Yeah. Yes, I will say this before we close out the reading. When it comes to some situations here in the family feud, and one family or the other didn't want you to have access to something, or it could be the person you're with, making your life with, they didn't want that person to have access to what's in the family, right? It's quite a specific reading. Well, that detail is, at least. Yeah, look, the coffin trying to block you, so yeah, that's not gonna work. That's what I'll say, not gonna work. But ultimately, you know, what is meant for you is going to find its way to you, and that's very clear. All right, well, these were 24-hour messages, but they're they're quite deep readings. Yeah, your path is open. Some of you can be doing a road opener within the next 24 hours as well. Yeah, or you did do one, and this is that, the road. So for some of you here, this is confirmation of working manifestations that you did, because your road is open. The road is clear where there were blockages, and you're going to start to see that unfolding within the next 24 hours. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much, pile 3. I do hope you enjoyed your reading today, and I'll see you very soon, okay, for another one. Bye-bye for now.